Hi guys. On Monday we started working on this form for Florida Parks hotel reservations, and I wanted to go ahead and take you through finishing the form and validating the form so that you could go ahead and finish this on your own, and then I'll be back on Thursday. What we did is put in a form field, and then we put a table inside our form. We had name, address, and city, which were all text fields, and if you click on the text field, all of our character widths were 50. None of these we put a label. We just put our value. Okay, the next thing we want to go to is state and zip code. Again, we're going to use a text field, but we're going to do a little bit different. Our ID, we're going to put state. For our label, we're going to put state, and we're going to put it before the item. So we're going to hit OK, and then if you double click in that box, we're going to make that a size 2 so that people can put in MI or OH or whatever for Michigan, Ohio, or whatever. And then I want you to click right next to it and go ahead and do another text box, and this time it's going to be zip, and we're going to write for our label zip code before the item, and then that one we're going to put in 10 for our character width. Okay, for email address, same thing, text box again, and that one is going to be 45 for our width of our character. Okay, now when we get to hotels, we're going to do something different. We're going to do check boxes. And so what I need you to do is click up here, and we're going to do the checkbox button. And for the ID, we're going to have Biscayne. And for the label needs to look nice. So we're going to do Biscayne Royale for the name of the hotel. And we're going to put it after the item. So make sure after item is checked. And then we're going to hit OK. And then I'd like you to do Shift Enter and do another checkbox. This one is going to be Everglades. And the official name is Everglades Station. And again, we're going to do it after. And then we're going to do a Shift Enter and do a third checkbox. And this one's going to be the Dry Tortugas. And this is the Beach Club. So get that label in there, and then again after item, and hit OK. Okay, so now we've done text boxes and we've done check boxes. The next thing we're going to do is do a list menu, and we're going to do a list. So we're going to use this one right here, this button that says list menu. And this is going to be for accommodations. And I'm not having a label. And then I need to just click in here so I can change my things. So it came up automatically, accommodations. I'm going to click it to list. I'm going to make my height 2. And then I'm going to go here to list values. Now, I need to put in my labels and my values. Now, labels need to look pretty. Values, it doesn't really matter. So for my label, I'm going to write single. For my value, single. And double. And luxury. And then a luxury suite. And since I have 2 words here, I am using an underscore. So I'm putting my label and my values in all of those, and I'm going to hit OK. I used my tab key as I was moving, but you can also use the plus key. And then when you're done, you're going to hit OK. And then right here, I'm just going to double click on single, so that's my initially selected is single. And then right here, you've got your list. Okay, for number of nights, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do a menu. So we're going back up here to list menu. This is going to be the nights. And then we're going to go ahead and do a menu. My values, we're going to do 1 through 7. So I'm going to use my tab key. And so I have my 7 nights in there, and the people can choose. I'm going to initially select 1, and then it will have a list right there. Okay, you probably better save if you haven't saved in a while. The next thing we're going to do is links, and this is a jump menu. It's the one with the arrow on it. And we're going to put in our item number 1 is going to be our Biscayne National Park. And then you're going to put in your website address. So if you knew your website address, I'm just going to use Market House just to be fast here. And then I'm going to hit my plus so I can add another one. Now you don't have to send it necessarily to another website. You can also use a page that's on your website, which is why you have the browse button. And we could click on the browse button and we could click right on that web page, and you could do it that way as well. So either way, and then Everglades National Park is the last one. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hit OK. And then it puts our links right in there in our list. The last one we're going to do is a multi-line text box. So we are going to use a text field. The ID is going to be comments. And on this one, we're going to have a character width of 50. But right here, notice where it says single line. I'm going to switch it to multi-line and do 4 lines. And then in initial value, I'm going to type, please add your comments here. And then I'll have that in my box. Okay, we're almost done here. The next thing we're going to do is put in our submit and reset buttons. So it's this one right here. We're going to do button. And this one's going to be our submit button. We don't need a label. And then right there you get your submit button. We're going to align that to the right. And if you click on your submit button, alright, it's not letting me click on it. There we go. Click on your submit button. We do want it to say submit, and then we want the action to be submit. And then here we're going to put in our reset button. Now when I put it in initially, it says submit on it, so I'm just going to go down here and type reset and then click the reset radio button, and then it'll change to reset. Then last thing I want you to do is put your name on it and the date and save and view it in Internet Explorer. And then I'm going to do a second lecture for validating. So here is your form that you just created.